www.noodleworzch.com. Again, my name's Ty, and in this video tutorial, what I would like to share to you is how you can change or create a new or somehow that can replace your old search bar or WordPress search bar. Let me just show something to you here. We got a search bar here. That's we can say a minimalist themed search bar, which is very plain, straightforward, simple, not much um, of gradients and everything. So why you want to do change your search bar? Because sometimes you modify a theme and your search bar would not actually match how you change the other elements, like just keeping that or letting it stay to the old design that it had been. If you're gonna search for like search bar designs or design, search that from um, Google, then you'd be getting a lot like this. Um, the most common is actually the one with gradients, light on the other side, and then a little bit dark on the other side. And here, this is one simple search bar that you could also pattern your design with. But again, if you're going to make use of these search bars right here, then match that up with this kind of theme. So of course it wouldn't be it wouldn't look good at some point. So what you do is to match that up a little bit in there. So how did we do that? So I'm just going to show you how you can also make your own very plain and simple search bar on a pattern that we have. First you have to do is to measure your sidebar. If you're the one designing or redesigning your WordPress theme or whatever web engine that you're using, or you're just using plain HTML or PHP, you just want to call a search bar from that, you would check for the sidebar measurement. So the one that we're using right now actually is 350 pixels. That's the length of this sidebar right here. 350 pixels because it can accommodate ads like this, Nufnang and Google Ads. Okay, so let's start off. Control N to create a new canvas. So you make that 350 or 350 for the height. We're using 165. 350 by 165. But you might want to use a larger canvas first. 350 by 350. Why you want to do square? So you can see, you can just crop that a little bit later, or you can crop it now so you could have a widescreen workspace or work area. So from now, what we just did with that sidebar was to line up something like this. Alright, take a look at the design again. That's very plain and simple, something like that. So just Control V on that. You might want to set this to 1 pixel here. So blow it up a little bit and make it look like that. So this basically is on a single pixel already. Duplicate that, Control J, and bring it down, and enter, then Control J again. Then you're gonna make use of this horizontal part right here. Put that right at the end, and just click on apply. So there you go. That's basically your horizontal and your vertical lines that you can see here, here, and here, right? So Control C to crop. I mean, just press C on your keyboard to crop, and just press enter. So that's the base right here that you have. If you're gonna take a look at that a little closer, we get a protruding line right here, which is bringing those two horizontal lines way to the inner panel. If you bring that up a little bit down, then you can see that it looks like that. So bring it up again, go for this first layer. Sorry if I don't rename layers, because you can save time by not renaming layers. That's okay. But for the sake of tutorial, you can name that layer 1 or line 1 or something. And here, how you create a diagonal slash right there for the search icon or the search term is that you create a square here. Let me go back. Bring up your square or rectangular tool right here. Then just drag it across over that. Then press V on your keyboard, or you can click on this arrow handlers right here. And you can do not skew that. Alright, again, do not skew. What you do is, because if you skew, you're gonna get squares a little bit for the pixels. You just have to press Control on your keyboard, then drag that. Rotate that a little bit to something that would look like a bit diagonal. Alright, you might want to bring it down to the real size that it would, 350, so you can have a look as to how it would really, how long you would need that, or how diagonal you would need that to be. And from there, just click on the T icon, text icon, or T on your keyboard, then type somewhere in there. This time, let's type it here. You say, 1 second, SCARCH, search, and deduct a little bit so you can see that it says search. This time we want to make for the color right here, change that to white. That's the one that we're using again, and put that in there. But this time we're using a font type that's named Rocket. Okay, so this is the one that we're using. It says like that, search. Just put that in there in the center, and here you have to move that a little bit, the line that you have before. Okay, so it would look like that, and you got something right here. Just pull that a little bit and enter, center that again. Check if you really got that at the center, and see, it would look pretty much the same like the one that we have right here. The only thing that we need now is this magnifying icon, magnifying glass icon. So you say magnifying glass icon on Google, and you have to search for images that are free images, right? So don't make use of those images that is not that is actually copyrighted or for sale. You can purchase that, and you can search up a little bit as to which icon you would use here. No, I guess I have to change that to say search icon, right? That's the one that we used before, something that looks like this. Alright, so here you might want, again, don't make use of this if you're trying to make a minimalist theme search bar. Why? Because it would not fit. This is 3D and this is matte or flat, right? So you might want to look up for an image that is flat too. Again, we got our it's clicker.com, and we got this for download. It says in there it's a free icon, so it would allow us to download. So let's try to download that. If it's not actually downloading, let's just view the image, save this, a search icon MD PNG. Again, you might want to use a PNG. If you just got a JPEG, it would be alright because your background is white. Alright, so you got that. Let's check if it's on a desktop. Yes, it is. Control O on your Photoshop. Open that. It's PNG file. You don't have the background in there. Control A, Control C. Go back to your project. Control V. It's a bit larger. Shift on your keyboard. Go to one of the corner handlers and bring it down to center, so you could lose one of the center handlers right there. And there you go, just put that in there right at the end. Again, we don't own copyright for the image. You might want to thank the website or put credits on your website as to as to the borrowed images that you have. So it would look like that. So when you export that, see, have a look at that. If you blow that up a little bit, it's gonna look like that. So if you are done, just press Control Shift Alt S on your keyboard. Then you got something that says JPEG. Again, we would suggest that you always make use of PNG files. Why? Because to a point that you might want to make changes on the background, that you would want to lose the background and create a transparent image. You don't want to recode your website just to change that for a PNG container, but you just make use of this here. Change that to PNG or change that to JPEG. So again, it's always PNG. You just have to click on transparency if you don't want to lose the background. And since you're using that for web, you always optimize the image. Check if it's going to load really fast. Take a look at here. PNG 24 is the container. 2.0 66 for the byte size. So that's totally low. So 1 second for a 56.6 kilobit per second modem. So modems right now would run for very fast. So this is gonna load in a click, right? Not even 1 second. It's preloaded in there. This is how you optimize image. Okay, if you are getting a very high image right there, you can't use PNG 24, but you downgrade that to JPEG. But this time it's a bit larger, so you bring it down back again to PNG 24. Just click on save, then save that in there and just say search PNG, save it, and let's check if it's in there. But click, there you go. You got your search bar, which looks exactly the same as noodleworzch's search bar right here. Okay, yeah, so that's how you create a very simple, flat, minimalist themed search bar that you can use to match up one of your simple and plain websites. For some other tutorial videos that would make use of an advanced and gradienty and somehow elegant looking search bars, we have that also on our website. You could always check www.noodleworzch.com, and on YouTube we are youtube.com/noodleworzch. Again, my name's Ty. Thanks for watching.